Hello everyone, AM Harbinger here, and today let's look at the review scores for Valorant. Now this is from Metacritic, and I will also be doing one for Critic, but let's focus on Metacritic today. So Valorant came out yesterday. It is one of the biggest games everyone's talking about. It's from Riot Games, who created League of Legends, and they are owned by Tencent, which has a lot of alarms going off. But anyway, this game came out yesterday, and well, the game has been more or less a technical disaster by people not being able to get into games, constant network issues, a lot of problems. In fact, if you look on the Twitter account for Valorant, play Valorant, you can see a lot of issues. Update for all you New Zealand players. Incorrect version of the build was shipped that featured mature content. We're redeploying now. You will have sparks and nor corpses for the time being. We're resubmitted for age ratings to get the mature features back, but no timelines at the moment. So we go down here where we're with issues with players not being able to earn rewards from battle passes, maintenance issues. There's been a lot of technical issues for this game, and for me, it stems from the fact that the way they handled the closed beta was extremely poor. You see, they had this Twitch drop system where players would watch streamers and they would drop keys, and if you were the first one to redeem the key, you would get into the closed beta. To me, that was a stupid reason to host this closed beta. Yes, it was great for marketing and promotion, but it wasn't good for testing the game. Anyone who knows about beta testing, I've spoken to a few developers when it comes to beta testing, they have always told me we want as many players to play the game as possible during the beta testing because it allows us to stress test and it allows us to balance the game, especially for multiplayer shooters. So the fact they did this stupid system shows they were more interested in the promotion of the game rather than stabilizing the game, and well, it just blew up in their face. And another reason is due to the global pandemic. A lot of these developers are now working at home, and the shift working procedures from home to in office, especially when it comes to game development, is extremely problematic. You can't just talk to someone and say, hey, he's across the office, go tell him what this issue is, and they can get right on it. You have to call them or open a Zoom call or Skype, and it becomes a major issue. So I'm certain that was also another problem, but let's go to the Metacritic reviews. It has a score of 5.3. Two actual critic reviews. This one is from this publication. Let's see what they're. All right, it's a foreign publication. I can't read that. And if I translate it, it's probably going to be terrible. But he has a summary here. Valorant offers undoubtedly a well-tailored gameplay, and Riot will certainly make the most of it on the esports scene, but it feels a bit like a bootleg of Counter-Strike, and that's sad. Okay, an 80, but that seems a little strange if you're closing your statement like this. That's really harsh. Quotation forthcoming. That's okay. Okay. That's something. Another. Let's just move on. There are oddities of death to Valorant, and I barely scratched the surface during my time with the closed beta so far. So this is just the beta impressions. Valorant's gameplay feels just as weighty and precise as CS:GO, with the structure that hits all the same highs and lows. Abilities sometimes let you outsmart people rather than simply outshoot them. And I'm excited about playing in a squad of friendly and coordinated pals. If when they fall away, though, I will expect I will too. So that seems a little more accepting and more diverse on their opinions. But let's go to the user scores: 139 positive, 33 mixed, and 190 negative. So I fully expected this game to get both negatively reviewed bombed and positively review bombed. Positive review bombs have been a new thing that people are aware of ever since Death Stranding. If you're not aware, it's the same thing as negative review bombs, only for positive quotations, and it works the same way. You leave a positive review, and yeah, increases the score. I believe that Assassin's Creed Unity also fell victim to positive review bomb, and I say victim because it doesn't offer an accurate description of the game. After Notre Dame burned down, a lot of people posted positive reception for Assassin's Creed Unity. And yeah, it was something that Steam was never been able to combat because it was new to them. They were like, these people are leaving a bunch of positive reviews that doesn't accurately convey what the product represents. I mean, Assassin's Creed Unity, it was a terrible game from a technical perspective, and this has come from a long time Assassin's Creed fan. The game was just unpolished, and it had a lot of pay to win progression boosters. But anyway, let's go on and read these user reviews. So First one, prevents. Interesting to how Metacritic is being trolled. Interesting statement to open up with. 118 as a write-in, negative reviews, and over 8,000 cheater banned from the beta. There was a rumor about all bans were wiped. You're just okay, whatever. Let's move on to the review. As someone who has played CS or tactical shooters since 2000, I feel I'm adequate position to review Valorant. Not really. Anyone can review Valorant. I would argue anyone. Yes, from a technical perspective, your opinion might carry weight, but anyone could review any game. It's a matter of opinion. The game is fresh coat of paint if you want a stagnant genre with its low barrier of entry and interesting twist on utility, aka agent abilities. If it opens door for some interesting gameplay. So I played a little with the agent abilities. It works just like Overwatch abilities or any type of hero abilities, whether it's Overwatch, what was that game from Gearbox, Battleborn. It's like any class-based shooter. It's only used as agents here. Apex Legends with their legend system. Other games in recent memories have tried to have their take on tactical shooters, or Rainbow Six being a prime example. However, the barrier of entry I feel was too high, and there was way too much to learn for a reasonable competitive environment. That's not true at all. I've played only 3 games of Rainbow Six Siege when I went to my friend's house. It has a very low barrier of entry. In fact, it's pretty easy to play. If you say you've been playing tactical shooters since 2000 and you saying Rainbow Six has a high barrier of entry for a reasonable competitive environment, I question your level of skill at this point, because it's like, as someone who rarely plays Rainbow Six Siege and I could easily get into the game, I don't know, that seems a little shocking. Not making this friendly and more for the more casual player. Valorant does this perfectly, as staying easy to play, difficult to master. Once ranked is released, this will become even more casual friendly. Wouldn't people be more frustrated with it being casually friendly? I mean, that's more of a stigmatized term among gamers. I played in beta and unranked and was almost exclusively newer players learning the game. Coupled with that, with a successful matchmaking system for rank, I think that players of all skill levels will be able to find fair matches. I doubt that. Like, especially with free-to-play games, competitive landscapes tend to be skewed, especially when it comes to rank. Let's move on. Let's go down here to wrap up. I think Valorant has key features of being a successful esports title. There are a few missing features that it desperately needs. The observer function isn't that great. Demo recording and meaningful overtime sudden death does not cut it. However, Riot has stated they're looking into changing and adding most of these concerns. The game's low spec requirements for play and are great for all-inclusive community. If once Riot addressed its skin prices and just add forward features for esports, perhaps it will learn a 10 out of 10. Okay, that's a little excessive. 10 out of 10 should be reserved for games that are truly extraordinary and absolutely genre defining. To me, the only games that I've really given like a perfect, and I mean perfect score, would be Super Mario Odyssey to be one of them, because that is a game that really propelled the gameplay of Super Mario in general and platforming games in general to new heights. But this, I don't know. But he gave it an 8, so yeah, let's see his profile. Okay, never mind. 1 review and no picture. This seems like a review bomb, because I get that there are people out there who just make new accounts and to express the opinion they have for these games, but whenever you see 1 review for a brand new account for a game that just came out, that raises a big red flag. All right, let's go on. I can't read this, so I'll have to translate this. Copy. Here it is. Not bad at all. Interesting mechanics. The interest of developers in improving the game. In principle, it's completely buzzing in the future. Not as boring as CS. Not fun as casual as Overwatch. I'm assuming from the Overwatch there is only a Hanzo arrow and Mei wall, so this guy plays a lot of Overwatch because these two characters are very controversial in the game. One-shot kills and that stupid wall, but not as diverse as Rainbow Six. I would put it at I don't know what that word he's trying to translate, to lower rank in 2 compared to a game with Overwatch generally. By the way, for fools who talk about theft and a copywriter, first Pat, who okay, now he's just ranted. All right, let's see how many reviews this person has. 1 review. This is definitely a review bomb. I mean, look at this. Just 1 review, and yeah, ugh. I don't know. Maybe he's just wanted to express his belief in the game. I was very confused in the first few matches. The game looks completely unfinished. I don't think so. I played the tutorial and I didn't get to play any of the matches, but it doesn't feel unfinished. Very raw. The animations are a joke. The graphics, the movement, the shaders, the textures. Everything reminds me of strongly of freeware shooters of 2007. I wouldn't say that at all. The game definitely has a style, and it was going for the Overwatch cutesy look, and it works for this game. I mean, that's what's a success now. People want that. I mean, look at Fortnite again. A lot more players want this type of cartoonish hero-based shooter, and if the market wants it, go for it. I expect a refined, fine-tuned team-based shooter. In reality, it's nothing but a paid Twitch hype. The game is style is very childish. It's Team Fortress ripoff. The game style is very childish, but then you compare it to Team Fortress, which has the same exact style, and I wouldn't call it a ripoff. I mean, that seems a little strange. The menus and settings are very nice, but it should be like this on every game. But the game itself, wow, I can't believe people are playing this over any other current multiplayer shooter. I still doubt that this is a finished product. Everyone was so hyped. The maps are tiny, extremely simple, but the whole thing feels like a first draft, a proof of concept made by 3 dudes and their boss using dummy. Oh wow, this guy really went into it. All right, let's see what he has to say. Oh, well, you can see this guy is a positive beacon for reviews. So yeah, he's a long-standing reviewer. Watchdog 0. The story and characters are okay quality level. The graphics are okay too. The gameplay is working. So are the mechanics. It's a bit like GTA, but the hipster dress. There are some annoying bugs and physics are just funny. A 0 for this? Wow. Okay. This is the 4th game. Is being released with different skins and textures for Far Cry 4. Every year there's a new Far Cry. That is 100% not true. In fact, let's look that up. Far Cry 3 released November 29, 2019. Far Cry 4 release date. Yeah, there you go. We just proved it. Simple Google search. That is 100% wrong. Let me X out of this, so I don't get lost so much. Oh, I lost this profile. Let's go back. What's he say? This is horrible. There are more cheaters than legit players. The game has 0 anti-cheating technology. Reports are being ignored. Nazi flag emblems everywhere. The game is very imprecise. The classes don't make any difference. They just confused. That is 100% not true. This statement I can confirm that is 100% not true. The classes do make a huge difference. I'm glad I bought the Vita G2A because it was only worth $10. The league doesn't work at all. I waited a half hour for a game, no games found. That makes no sense. Like, I don't think anyone's ever waited a half hour to get into a Call of Duty game ever. Wow, a 0 out of 10. Wow, he just comes onto Metacritic to cite how much he hates these games. I mean, you're free to do that, but you're just review bombing every game that you just hate. Damn. Slow, boring, yet smooth, somehow clunky. The games feel janky. It's honest, it could be made better with Gary's mod. I hope they fix it. Let's see what this person has. Oh, okay, this is not a review bomber. He's just, like, he's angry with the game. Okay, it's not a legitimate review because he gave it a 0. I don't think it deserves a 0 because it is a functional game. But, yeah, I guess he's just really annoyed with the game. He really hates Overwatch, though, but started as an awesome 100% game of the year. It's taking a turn for the terminal. I swear, I do not understand why people think that Overwatch was so incredible. I mean, IGN gave it a 10 out of 10. What the hell? Like, the game is so broken. It was even broken when it came out. Like, Genji was unstoppable. Roadhog was unstoppable. It was a complete mess. I don't understand how people are giving that game a 10 out of 10. It's a good competitive game, but it doesn't deserve a 10. Alright, let's move on. Nice choice for someone who, like, oh, wow. I'm not going to say that for fear of being demonetized. What a shame. Let's see what this person has. You should always look at the user profile. This is a review bomb, clearly. Let's see. Moondog. As a CSGO player with more than 3,000 hours. Damn, man. I don't even have that much of Monster Hunter World, and that's my most played game ever. I think the only other game I played more than Monster Hunter World was Halo 2. I grew tired of the broken state of CSGO. I was excited for Valorant, but it was offering a cheater-free experience. That is impossible. No multiplayer game can offer a cheater-free experience. A little side note. When an anti-cheat software is created, they usually create it in response to how the original cheat software is created. They need the original program in order to create the anti-cheat software. So it's similar to antivirus programs. They need the actual program and know how it works in order to create it. And the issue with anti-cheating is that most anti-cheat software takes it are a response to the free ones that people just Google and download and install. Those are easy to find and easy to counteract. However, premier cheaters who actually get legit cheat software from people who know their stuff, who pay like hundreds of dollars, thousands of dollars even for these incredible cheating programs, they're a lot harder to combat because they are created by someone who knows their stuff and something that's very unique. If something is unique, it's a lot harder to combat, especially cheating software. Anyone who's taken a programming class knows that, yeah, it's not easy, especially if you're creating anti-cheat. So if they don't have the original program or know how it works, it's almost impossible to create full anti-cheating programs. In fact, I believe there was a tournament that I believe it was for Valorant, or I can't remember, where they bought unique anti-cheat software. But yeah, unique anti-cheat software is extremely hard to combat. So anyone looking for a free, cheater-free experience, especially from a free-to-play game, yeah, you should dash those hopes away right now. There are always going to be cheaters, and they're getting more and more sophisticated. Mostly because more and more people are entering this market because it's so profitable. Yeah, it is extremely profitable. So yeah, a lot of legitimate people who know their stuff are entering the cheating market, and they're making bank on it. So yeah, you should not have expected this. Sadly, Valorant is absolute garbage and made me miss the bottle spin of CSGO. Okay, let's see what this person's profile is. Same as the other guy. Mass Effect. He reviewed Mass Effect Andromeda 3 times. Wow! And he just copy and pasted it. Look, I'm a huge Mass Effect fan. Anyone who can look at my YouTube channel knows that. But wow. I mean, I wouldn't give this game a 0. I would give it like a 6 at most. I really like the combat for the game, but yeah. But still, how much do you have to hate the game to go to all 3 and copy and paste it? Warcraft Reforged, yeah, that deserves that. But yeah, this is another user who just comes online to vent his anger. Free to do that, but yeah. Blitzchung. Okay, this person is obviously a supporter of Blitzchung, which is great. Review bomb in the game, not so great, because yeah, this doesn't make any. It's just a quote you bashing on Riot. Okay, you're free to do that. It's just, yeah. I'll summarize it. It's a terrible game. Laggy, awful, clunky, boring, feels dead. It's not dead, but yeah. Another review bomb. A positive review. Very fun game as long-time Counter-Strike enthusiast. I like the pacing of this better and added utility of abilities. The game is very streamlined and plays beautifully. Of course, I wouldn't know it plays beautifully as we, see all these tweets. Yeah, it doesn't play beautifully when it comes from a network standpoint. There are some growing pains, but you can't really beat this game when it offers free-to-play. That is also not true. If a game is free-to-play, you should not still give it the benefit of the doubt. You should be just as critical as if you paid $60 for the game. So let's see what this person is. Positive review bomb. So yeah, this is becoming a growing issue. Love the game. The graphics are super cool, and all the bad reviews are coming from CS:GO toxic community. Okay, that immediately discredits your review when you're targeting people based on their own preference. They are pissed because people are leaving the game for Valorant, and they're doing it from what they do the best, being toxic. Okay, let's see that. Let's put your opinion to the test. CS:GO Steam charts. Alright, let's look at today. Okay, a lot of people did leave the game, but there's still over about half a million people playing the game. A little less, but yeah, the game, well, it actually averages that amount, so, yeah. CSGO is still, like, there's a small dip here, but it seems to be rising. But yeah, yeah, it's definitely not dying. It's still positive as ever. I mean, almost a million players almost play the game. So yeah, simple Google search and your opinion has just been shattered. Okay. They say the game has so many abilities, and so does Overwatch, but people play that game, and honestly, the abilities are pretty balanced and fun to use in Valorant. As the graphics go, I don't know if it's balanced and fun. I'm pretty sure if you go on YouTube, you're going to find someone who's found something broken by now. Really good. Plus, the game runs really smooth. That's not true at all, as we already proved from the Valorant Twitter account. They're acknowledging all those issues. I have no idea how he's still attacking CS:GO players. Like, seriously. Another positive review bomb. There is a lot of hate for this game. I wasn't aware that there was that much to even hate about it. Really? And your name is Rainbow Six is a bad game. Yeah, I can trust your opinion fully. From a pure content perspective, I've seen that it is slow, boring, and clunky, and I do wholeheartedly agree and disagree with some of those statements. So much that you gave it a 10 out of 10. It is slow, but it's designed right. If you're looking for a fast-paced game, this is not it. Understanding that will really help you with the game. If you haven't played a ton of CS or Overwatch, the shooting and abilities may feel overwhelming at first, but after a few matches, you'll be good to go, and there's plenty of tutorials out there. The shooting feels great, and in my opinion, it feels more responsive than engaging in CSGO, yada, yada, yada. This guy, let's see. I'm not surprised. 100% positive review bomb. Okay, never mind. Like, this game has just as many negative review bombs as positive review bombs. Seriously, wow, look at all this. 600 hours in CSGO, 1,000 hours in Overwatch. Seriously, oh my god, I can recommend this. Outstanding job. Wow. I mean, these two reviews contradict one another. He's saying that it's just like Overwatch, and this one's saying it's nothing like Overwatch. And let's see if this is another positive review. Oh, not really. He just reviewed Warcraft, so I mean, a little more legitimate because, yeah, he came on, but it seems like this person only comes on when they want to offer either a completely negative opinion or completely positive opinion. Again, someone could just create an account right here and now to express their opinions on the game. That's completely possible, but when you have no reviews and you only reviews for one game and it's a name like this, it doesn't really add weight to your opinion. So this game has extremely positive and negative reception, and it's going to be a huge success for that. Anyone who tracks the gaming industry and knows that when you have a polarizing audience like this knows you're in for a world of success, because the audience who hate the game are going to attack the people who like the game and vice versa. This is going to create a spiral of content, and it's just going to equal funds for Riot Games. People are going to be more aware. Even the people who hate the game, they're going to install and play the game to get that content so they can express that hatred. And the people who positively like the game are going to reinforce those positives and attack the people who are negatively impacting the game. So yeah, Valorant reviews from Metacritic. Polarizing. Lots of positive, lots of negatives, lots of people hate it, lots of people love it, and it's just like, I don't know. At this point, I played only the tutorial and was unable to get into a match, so I can't give my decisive opinion on the game. I'll try and play it again, maybe tomorrow, but for now, wow. So, that's the video. If you like this type of content, I'm thinking about doing this for more video games that just come out. Look at the Metacritic, and I will also be doing one for OpenCritic later today. So, for everyone who watched this video, thank you so much. Leave a like, comment, and I'll see you all next time. Stay awesome, everyone.